I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cousins to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They fake the handoff, now Murray rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 61 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Murray now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's second and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. following the penalty. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Drive and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now from Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what would turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep...
Under pressure, they got him again. J.J. Watt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Murray a give. This is Connor. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on it there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous run. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. Then it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Buying time to his left. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Jim Kelly is on for a field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game, start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Murray getting this complete to counter. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cardinals first down.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Vikings 23. Cardinals 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch. 25 yards. The Vikings take over 1st down at their own
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Throwing is Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here's a quick throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run forward with Connor.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Cousins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down throw for Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Third and long for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And complete, right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Vikings 23. Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Cousins. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. The slot man in motion right. Here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they'll throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the